What's up guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we're back with Battlegrounds Season 9, best champions to use, new meta, all that jazz that you would have seen from this channel quite a few times now. We did 7, we did 8, we did 6, we did 4, we did 5. You see how I purposely went out of order there. So let's just jump in and see what the new changes are and good champions to use. So initially going in, there are some big changes here, changes different to any other season. Firstly, there are now only 2 metas instead of 4 in the gladiator circuit, which you obviously get once you go past, I believe it's Vibranium. It just means a lot less changes, a change every 2 weeks rather than every week, which is nice. It means you can sort of set out your deck and your level ups for that. Then we've also got a tweak to the maximum points that time will grant summoners. So basically, you would have it before where you would have survived, you would have gone 100% and your opponent would have gone 80%, and you would lose because they took 10-20 seconds shorter than you did. To me, I personally always thought that was unfair. If you finish with 100%, that shows that you're a very good fighter and you did a really good job, and you should deserve the win. But unfortunately, that's not how it's worked in previous times. And luckily, time does still grant quite a lot of points, but not as much as it did. So it's gone from 15,000 points to 10,000. As I said, just now means that the quicker you do it, it still grants you a bonus, but not a bigger bonus as it previously did. Let's now jump into what the rewards are. So rewards have been boosted for solo and alliance. For solo events, you can now get a lot of 6-star hero crystal shards, more than you previously could get. But right at the end, you get a 6-star nexus, a 6-star class nexus, 7-star shards, and 15k 6-star shards if you get to sort of the last 4 there. So this is an event where you probably really want to be using all your elder marks, or those nice little bits of currency in game that you can use to enter Battlegrounds instead of energy. These just grant you more for a win or for or even for a loss. So I would highly recommend using these. And because this is the only season where these rewards are boosted, it does you do kind of want to use as many as you can in this one. Then in the alliance event, again, you want to be using it. Hopefully you get this message across to your alliance. They'll be using it. There's a nice little bits of rewards, as you can see on screen there, lower down. Won't go through all of those, but a lot of tier 3, tier 6 basic and alpha, really nice for getting up to rank 3s and rank 4s. So what are the metas? The victory track meta, so the basic meta for everyone who doesn't reach the gladiator circuit. Every 9 seconds, an unstoppable buff is gained for 3 seconds. Whenever any of the defender's buffs are nullified, they gain 60% bar of power, and armor breaks nullify armor ups. So here you want to try and avoid using armor break champs. So champs like, just out the top of mine, Silver Surfer, he's my 7-star. He'll be somebody who kind of want to be cautious about using. If they've got an armor up, that will just, obviously grant them quite a lot of power, which is a little bit annoying. Can mean that champs with armor ups can be quite useful. Your Civil Warrior, although he's very, very easy to fight, if he suddenly gets to SP3, that can do a lot of damage. Other champs who have armor ups on your Hulk Busters will have an armor up, Warlock, Ultron, Nimrod, so many tech champs there with an armor up, so just be wary when going up against those, not to bring armor break champs, obviously, otherwise they will be gaining quite a lot of power. Then we've got Dauntless. The attacker starts with Spirit Gauge at 50%. This is nice just for getting your striker in there, but doesn't grant you any more bonus other than extending, say, your 5-hit combo to a 10-hit combo with that striker in there. So here we've got the buff toggle Unstoppable, as I mentioned. Slow champs are the champs you want to be using here. Nullified champs you don't, so you don't want champs like Ebony Maw, Hood, Clairvoyant. Those champs off the top of my head are going to cause a lot of power. However, this isn't just for Unstoppables, it is also for any buff. So if you're taking in a Clairvoyant to counteract your Cosmic champs who get a lot of buffs, they will also gain a lot of power. So you have to be really, really cautious of that. Neutralize does still work. So your Tigers, your Rintras really work. Just really, really be careful of those nullified champs. Again, Stagger probably will be okay. It doesn't say Stagger there, so keep that in mind. If you're going to, as attackers, good good defenders to take in so far. We've got defenders who are nullify immune. Who shrug the slows off, so they still become unstoppable, like your kingpins. You've got your cosmic champs with lots of buffs, like your Gallons and your Hulklings. Obviously, they can't be neutralized, so if they nullified. So if they haven't got a neutralized champ, nullified champs are very, very important there. Or cosmic champs are very important to get rid of those nullified champs. So, there's a lot of options going in here, and some of those options, like your Gallons, your Hulklings, cosmic champs, are very, very useful. And on the attacking side, neutralized champs will be very useful to get rid of that unstoppable. Slow champs, She-Hulk, Shang-Chi, Void, lots and lots of champs there are with slow on. Neutralize as well, just to prevent that unstoppable. Staggers also works because it only says nullify and not stagger. So, quite a lot of options on the attacking side. And then remember, for defenders, you've got your cosmic buffs, or lots of champs with lots of buffs, but also your generically good defenders, your Ebony Mars, your Dominoes, they'll still be very, very useful in this. It says quickly run through what the gladiator circuit metas are, and then end this video. We've got buff toggle unstoppable, return policy, so same as buff toggle unstoppable is the same, but just for 4 seconds instead of 3. Return policy, so whenever they're nullified, 60%, so the same. Slap me not, this is when the defender is immune to or inflicted with a nullified fate seal or stagger, they become stun immune. So just then, don't bring in your stagger or your fate seal champs, just your neutralized ones. So basically the same as the victory track in the first week, and then in week 3, we've got a different one. So this different one is sharpened claws. Slash through blocks, inflict 5 stacks of bleed. Each bleed does 10% of attack over 3 seconds. 3-second delay before applying more stacks of bleed. So this is just really heavy bleeds through your attack. So if you get to the gladiator circuit, try and bring in those champs who are immune to bleed, who don't bleed as often, and or who don't take a lot of damage from bleed, or do not allow the attacker to hit into your block, or the defender to hit into your block. Then we've also got Invigorate, unblockable, every time there's a regeneration buff or passive and the defender isn't heal blocked, he will gain an unblockable buff. And then while close to the defender attacker, the defender gains a regeneration. So that's where that regeneration comes from. So you want to stay far away, have a neutralize or something to prevent that regeneration from occurring, or lots of heal block champs to avoid getting that unblockable. It's a very simple metas here to understand. So that's going to do it all for this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do like, please do subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I do appreciate all the support. Obviously, we haven't been uploading too recently. We've been through that in sort of 2 or 3 videos ago, talking a bit more why that is. Busy at work, not too much going on with the game, but with July 4th coming out on this weekend, we'll have a bit more of a conversation about that and what deals are good. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. See you guys later. Goodbye.